This is the same types of equations. Man, that's bad. Why is that so bad? Solving by substitution. So we've got one way you already know how to do that, solving by graphing. Solving by graphing is kind of primitive. And it's only as good as you are. Solving by substitution is a little bit more precise. And here's what you need to jot down about this. In order to solve by substitution, children, here's point number one. Okay, again, it's systems of equations, so you got two equations for each problem. Point number one is this: at least one of them, one of the equations must, that's with a capital M-U-S-T, be solved for a single variable. And if it isn't, then you have to do it. Let me show you precisely what I mean. Okay, that one there is clear as day for you. Okay, looking at these two equations, one of them is solved for one single letter. Which one is it? This one. See, y by itself, y equals. You know exactly what y equals. This one over here. Let's go to the second one over there. Is the one over there? Wow. Maybe I need to make it a little bigger. Which one is solved for a letter? The top one, y equals. This one is not, because x and y are both on the same side. Now, how about this one here? Are either one of those solved for a single letter? Do you see the letter x equals something or y equals something? No. Are you with me there? So you can't solve this by substitution until you fix that. Okay? You want to make one of these two so the one letter is by itself. And here's where a little reason comes to play. One of them is much easier to do than the other one. Which one of these two would you solve for what letter and why, David Swenson? For what letter and why? And why? Exactly. Okay, in order to do this by substitution, your first step is going to have to be you want to solve this for y. And it's real easy because you have to do is subtract the 5x over. Maybe I should make it easy. I just subtract 5x over here, and now I have solved it for y. Y equals 7 minus 5x. Now everybody's happy and we can proceed on. Same thing for this one right here. Okay. Which one do I want to change so that it's solved by 1? I would change this one and solve it for x. I wouldn't want to solve it for y because this is a minus sign and that'll throw things off. So I just do this. I add y over here. I add y, so now x equals -2 plus y. So far so good. Step number 1, clear. Wow. Which you would say, Crystal, somebody help me on this. Just because you've been sitting in the computer lab for days does not give you the right to be lethargic. No, you're not. We've had this discussion already today. All right. And here is the simple directions to which will confuse the daylights out of you, but that's all it is. Right here. Step number 2. Okay. Take what that variable equals from step 1. And here's the key word. I'm going to write this in bold so you get it. Take what that variable equals from step 1 and substitute it in for that same variable in the other equation and solve. That's not so hard, is it? You say what? What? Good, I'm glad you're listening. I'm gonna let you write that down and then there is a step 3 though. I'm gonna let you we'll take it one baby step at a time. And by that I mean babies. Everybody ready for me to move on? Here we go. This means this. I will talk you through this slowly, and I'm going to write this so you can see it. I have negative x plus 4y equals 10, and I know that y equals 4, right? Step number 2 said this. Take what that, from step 1, we said that this is the one that solved for y. Take what that variable equals, which is 4. I know that y is 4, so I substitute 4 in for the letter y in the other equation because that's what y equals. Now, in this case, it maybe isn't such a big deal, but I very much would, if I were you, rewrite this equation with a parenthesis for that y. In other words, I'm going to go minus x plus 4 times what y is, which is 4, equals 10. And the beauty of that is now you've gotten rid of one of the equations, and now I can solve this. Negative x plus 16 equals 10. Subtract 16, subtract 16. Negative x equals negative 6. What does x equal? Positive 6. This is where most people go, wow. Wow. That was figuratively, literally, and emotionally amazing. Now, what you must understand is that this is only half of the problem. There are 2 letters up here, an x and a y. I've only found out what x is. Step number 3 is you have to take what your x is and figure out what y is. Number 3, put x in to figure out what y is. And you can use either equation. Now, in this case, it doesn't matter because I already know what y is, because in my original equation it said specifically what y was. So you got it easy here. And y is 4. It already told you that. But that's not going to be the case for these other ones. Not going to be the case for these other ones. Alright, here we go. In super slow, fantastic motions. Here is one that's a little more difficult. You must take your time when you do this. I'm going to rewrite both of them. Y equals 4x plus 6 and negative x minus 6y equals 14. Not such an easy equation here. But which one is solved for a letter? Claire Marco, which one of these is solved for a letter specifically? Because I need to know. What? The top one. Okay. So this is the deal. This is what y equals, yes? I need to put that in for y in the other equation. So it's going to look like this, and this is where if you're going to go wrong, you will. You need to rewrite this, putting a parenthesis for that letter y, because this whole thing needs to get put in that parenthesis. 4x plus 6. And then don't forget what's left over here, equals 14. Maybe a little complicated equation, but you being 8th graders can figure this out. Let's do it. Negative x stays. Negative 6 times 4x is negative 24x. Negative 6 times positive 6 is minus 36, correct? And that equals 14. Put my x's together, oh that's ugly, minus 25x equals, add 36 to this, oh but lo and behold look what it equals, 50. What does x equal? Divided by negative 25, divided by negative 25. X equals negative 2. Stop me there if you didn't catch on to something. I just substituted, that's why this is called substitute, put that in for the y in the second equation, solve the whole thing. This, unfortunately, children, is only half of the answer. How do I figure out what y is? And it doesn't matter. Either one of these 2 equations, you now know that x is negative 2. Put negative 2 in right here for x. Y equals 4 times negative 2, because I know what x is, plus 6. Y equals negative 8 plus 6 y equals -2. Oh, look, x and y are both -2. Can I tell you, if you would graph both of these lines, guess where those lines would cross? -2, -2. I know you want to see it, but we don't have time for it right now. I love this. Should we skip right to 4? Let's do 4. Or should I let you try to do 4? You want to try and do 4? Sure. Give 4 a whirl. We've only got like 2 minutes here. We will pick this up by the way later on today. While we sing, we'll do some math. By the way, this is some of that stuff that makes you look really smart, even though it's not that complicated. Your parents will look at you and go, wow, you are super, super smart. Should be able to come up with both an x and a y value. X and y. It should work out evenly. Generally speaking, if these don't work out evenly, you probably have made them stuck. Ready to proceed? Just enough time here. So here is the spiel. I solved this for y, so I kind of get rid of this equation because I don't want to need it. I take what y equals and I put it in for y in the other equation. So it looks like this: 15x plus 3 parenthesis for what my y is, which is that whole big thing, and that equals this 5. Doing the math, 15x plus 21 minus 15x equals 5. Uh-oh. 15x minus 15x is 0x. Subtract 21, subtract 21. Anybody else get that? Did I do something wrong? Somebody get 0x? Huh?
Can you do that?
Well, I'm going to talk about this. Now, here's what you know whether you can do this or not. First of all, to get rid of the 0 in front of the x, I have to divide by 0. Am I allowed to divide by 0? Never. No solution. That's pretty easy to understand because 0 times what number would give you -16? Nothing. This one just happens to end up by no solution. Guess what those two lines would look like if you graphed them? They would be parallel lines. Once you get to that 0. Now please, make sure you know this though. I can get a 0 over here. I can have a number in front of x equal a number over there. Matter of fact, I can get a 0x equals 0. Why? Can I take 0 divided by 0? Yes, I can. 0 times what number gives you 0? 0. And 0 times what number gives you 0? And anything. This would be infinite solutions. If you ever end up with 0x equals 0, that is infinite solutions. Which means the lines, when you graph them, would be the same line, right on top of each other. We will pick this up, children, later on. I can tell you